Hello everybody, this will be a review of my Rex cube. Now I'm really excited to review this cube because I figured out how to solve it by myself, and that has actually been a really big problem for people. Most people have had a really tough time figuring out how to solve this, and I'm proud to say I came up with my own method and own algorithms completely by myself. Now, the size of this is exactly the same size as a 3x3, as you can see. This is Zanchi. It's exactly the same size pretty much, give or take like a millimeter. And the stickers are actually pretty good quality. I'm not really a fan of the shades, like this green. I don't know, I'm looking for CubeSmith ones, but I can't seem to find them on the website right now. But as soon as I do see them, I'm gonna order some and get like half brights on here or something, because I think that would look really nice on here. Out of the box, this cube turned probably just the same as it does now. It was totally fine, really smooth. It does lock up a bit. Like if you're trying to like do like an algorithm, like it can get some catching in here, and I'll show you why on the inside later when I show you the insides of this. It can I don't know. There's just some really sharp edges inside, and which also leads to the next thing is pops. I get lots of these edge pops. This edge will fly out, and mid-solve I'll have to go looking for it, and that can get really annoying because I don't know, it happens probably a couple times to solve. It can be that frequent, and it can really cut down or add to your times, I guess. But I guess the upside to this whole thing is it has surprisingly decent corner cutting. It can, not that you really need corner cutting with a Rex cube, because not too many people speed solve it, because not too many people have been able to come up with decent speed solving methods for it. Or I don't even know if they'd be interested to if they did, and it's not even WC regulated. The mechanism of this cube, I'll just take some pieces out. This is based off the Dino cube, which is a cube like this cube without edges. So if you can see, it is just these edges like this coming in from the core. Bring it up to the camera. Coming in from the core. So you have these edges, and then the edges, I guess these are edges and these are corners, and then the centerpiece goes right in here. And these arms are like locked into the core, and you can tension this cube. But the main problem I see is if you look right in the middle there, you see lots of sharp edges inside, and that's what really seems to get the catching for me. And that's why things kind of lock and then they'll pop if you're not too careful, which I am not really a very careful cuber, if you want to say. I have kind of been known to be a bit rougher. I pop my Zanchi every 15 solves, and I do have my torpedoes in there, and I have decent tensions, but I just haven't been able to lighten things up, even though I keep trying. So that's the inside of this cube. The mechanism is, I guess it is pretty, no, there's a pop right there. As you can see, it just came right out trying to do a simple turn due to the locking. I think if they rounded out things from the inside and came with like a Rex Cube V2, I think this cube, besides the pops and locking, this is a great cube, I think. And the turning, as you can see, is really smooth. You can almost pretty much do it with one finger. Just the only reason you can is because of the locking. It's not as bad as they make it out to be, but it's, as you can see, still not that 100%, not that great. The speed, it's not fast, but it's not slow. It's about in between. And if you didn't notice this in the title, by the way, this is a Lan Lan, not a Mefferts version. But overall recommendations, I would definitely recommend this cube. I thought it was really fun to figure out how to solve, and I really enjoyed the whole process of it. And some people are thinking, well, how do you figure out how to solve cubes on your own? And it's really like, it just comes from experience with cubing. I think when I first started cubing, no way I could have figured out this cube. I've been cubing for, well, definitely over a year now, and it did take me a while. I'm not gonna lie. It took me a while to figure this one out, just because I've had no experience with anything similar to this. The only things I have besides like regular higher order cubes and like or a couple cuboids, just different things like that. Nothing close to something in this kind of category. And what I really did was I drew a diagram of the cube, and I labeled all the layers, and I just wrote down all the triggers, and I added different things to the triggers, like F moves and F prime moves, and I just did stuff like that until I came up with algorithms, and I took it apart and put it back together and saw what they did, and from there I was able to come up with a method, and I was able to solve it completely on my own, and that was probably my favorite thing about this cube, and it's why I like it so much. So I would definitely, once again, recommend going out to get this cube, and I think it's only like $10 or something at iCube Mart. That's where I got it. And yeah, just definitely go get it. Try and, if you can't figure out how to solve it, at least try. I think if you can't, maybe I'll make a tutorial to help you out. And yeah, just once again, I'd really recommend this cube. And that is all I have to say about it. And thank you for watching.